Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. Deb Tucker's Studio 180 Design just released a new tool for creating hexagon blocks. And I knew I needed to come up with a way to easily audition some of the possibilities using Electric Quilt. On the home screen, select New Project, and let's label this Star 60 Quilts, and select OK. View the project sketchbook, and I'm going to start by coming up with a series of fabrics to use. So I'm going to select the Fabrics tab, and I'm going to select Clear, and select OK and close. Then on the home screen I will do Search Fabric Swatches, which will take me to the Fabric Library. I'm going to select Fabrics of the Month for 2019, and I'm going to take the Island Batik Twilight Chick collection. Click on the plus, and you will notice that the collection was designed by Deb Tucker, so I thought that that was appropriate for this project. In the top right corner, select all fabrics and select Add to Project Sketchbook, and then you can close. Then on the home screen, select Design a Block from Scratch. Select a new block, Pieced Polydraw Block. Select the circle grid, and let's make the block width and height 12 inches. Under Grid Properties, set the number of rings to 4 and spokes to 6. Select the Polyline tool, and with the Polyline tool we always double-click to start, we single-click at every intermediate node, and we double-click to finish. That is an equilateral triangle. Then select Clone, followed by a single rotate. Move that right next to the first equilateral triangle. Continue to clone and place the equilateral triangles around the block. Now go to Color, and we don't actually need to color the block. However, select Thread Tools, and I want to select a red thread, and I want to do the style straight line, which is the top one, and I want to select the weight that's the heaviest weight, and select Spray Thread, which will change everything, and click on one of the lines. Then select Add to Project Sketchbook. Now select the Quilt work table and select New Quilt, and in the ribbon toolbar select the style One Patch. Go to the Layout tab, select the style 1000 Pyramids. This will give us a sheet of all triangles. Now I'm going to set horizontal at 13 and vertical at 12, but you're going to notice that this is not the right size for an equilateral triangle. In the options we have the ability to select a different width and height. In sizing equilateral triangles we have both a height and an edge length, and they are not the same. The Star 60 ruler bases its measurements on the height, and the height needs to be either at half-inch or full-inch increments. Let's use 1 inch for our height. To calculate the width, I'm going to use an online equilateral triangle, and then we don't have to worry about all of the math involved in the calculation. I will provide you a link for this website in the blog post. Since we decided that the height of our units is going to be 1 inch, enter 1 under Height and select Calculate. Note that we now know the edge length, which is going to be the width in EQ, so it's 1.155. So I'm going to go back to EQ, and now for the width I'm going to enter 1.155. And so now these are equilateral triangles. Let's go to the Border tab and let's delete the border. Now go to the Design tab, and we could go to our fabric tools and literally just start coloring to create a larger equilateral triangle. That seemed a little bit intimidating to me, so what I decided is if you go to Layer 3, under Set Block, scroll to the last block under the blocks to find the one that we just drew and drag it on layer 3. We're going to adjust the size of this hexagon so that it encompasses the number of triangles going across that we want to include in each wedge of our hexagon. To change the size, click on Preserve Aspect Ratio and drag a corner so it encompasses the appropriate number of smaller equilateral triangles. Now you can see I have 5 triangles across for each wedge. Let's assume I want an equilateral triangle that is 6 across. I'm going to drag a corner until I have a shape that measures 6 across. My goal as I'm resizing this is to be close but not necessarily exact, as I will use this as guidelines in coloring my potential block. Now go to Layer 1 and select Fabric Tools, and we can color just the top equilateral triangle. And this is where you can be creative. So you can color adjoining patches. We're not worrying about piecing at this point. We're just trying to create something that we find visually appealing. Now this is also where we can switch to some of the other paintbrush tools. So if I select the freehand brush and I select one of the colors, I can go ahead and just drag a little line on the patches that I want to cover, so I don't have to click on every one of them. And even when I still have that on, if I single click, it will still work like the regular paintbrush does. Once you have a design you like, you can go ahead and now recreate it in the next wedge. And I decided to use the same design but a different set of fabrics. And I will again use the freehand brush to color multiple patches at once. Notice that all of the fabrics that I've used are now under my most frequently used fabrics. So I can just select from that list to color the remainder of the quilt. Now I can go ahead and hide layer 3, where I can get a better visual for what this is going to look like. I can also turn off the Hide Show Quilt Patch lines, because when I actually go to cut out the pieces for this block, I will cut, like those larger equilateral triangles, as a single piece rather than 4 pieces. And I will cut the corners as diamond units rather than 2 equilateral triangles. So I can print out a copy of my quilt and use that as a guide when I'm using the Star 60 tool to piece my block. Then select Add to Project Sketchbook. Thanks so much for watching. If you create your own star quilt, I would love to see it. It could be either an equilateral triangle or a hexagon block. And if you would like additional tips and tutorials, please subscribe to my weekly newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com.